Hello, what's up guys, this is ThatFMDude and this is just a bit of a update video slash question video with what I want to do for FM15 basically. As you've noticed the past year or so, I've since my comeback video, let's call it, I wanted to be as active as possible. I think I have been as active as circumstances have allowed me to be. I know I haven't been as active as you would like for a content creator. I know I haven't been really doing much, but you know, that's just a whole series of events that have prevented me from being very active. I've been sick a lot. I'm sick now. There's been a lot of personal issues. We've just got a really busy household, and I've just started on my doctoral thesis, so things are quite hectic, but still I want to, you know, try and create a story for you guys. I'm hoping with FM15 we can take a fresh start and I can really get a story going for you guys. So in order for me to do that in a semi-regular way, I wanted to try and think of some changes for my videos, and this is what this video is about. So it's gonna be about format changes and a few ideas that I have for a series, and I want to ask you guys what you think about that. Right, so here we go. So concerning the videos themselves, I was wondering if I should keep doing the live cons, or if I should just give you guys an update video at regular times throughout the season. The thing is, with the live comms, English isn't my first language, so if I'm playing those games at a pace that is going to keep the videos fairly short, so with just the key highlights or extended highlights, and you know, having the speed dial all the way up, that's gonna make it difficult for me to keep up with commenting on what is going on in the game, because I have to first think of what I want to say, and then translate it to English, which isn't always as straightforward. So that's part of it, and part of it is that, like I said, we have a very busy household, and it can be difficult to find enough time to play and record an entire game, plus all the updates that I want to give you guys. So just keeping that in mind, I think both you and I would benefit from just getting rid of the live comms. That way I can concentrate on what I think is more important, and you know, make those things, make the updates themselves more interesting. Unless of course you guys want me to keep the live comms, then you know, drop me a comment or tweet me. You know, my Twitter's in the description box. I'm also going to tweet a poll for you guys to vote on the team that I should be in the in FM15, but I'll get to that later. So what I'm thinking is just an update video at regular times throughout the season, and no live comms, except maybe, you know, here or there when there's really a major game coming up. Then maybe I'll do some live comms for those games. But you know, the regular videos won't contain a live comm unless you guys specifically ask me for it. Right, so moving on. The updates, the update videos that I'll post will probably be more structured than the ones that I have been posting, where I was just, you know, in the game, live, one take, rambling through it, not really knowing where I'm gonna go next with the overview, with the review of what's been going on. So I was just rambling on because I wasn't sure what was important to mention and what wasn't. So I want to try and structure that a little bit more, but that will mean that it's probably going to be more disjointed, the video, because there is going to be cuts and it's not going to be one take. I think it's going to improve the quality of my videos, but if you guys for some reason don't like that, or you just want me to do a single take, let me know. I appreciate all feedback. All constructive feedback is appreciated very much. So if you do have suggestions, or like I say, constructive feedback, just let me know. Yeah, so I do have a good idea of what I want to be doing, but I still want to give you guys the opportunity to comment and give your own opinion on those things. So right, let's move on. The final part of this video is what I want to get your opinions about the most, and it's about the team that I'm gonna be on FM15. I have a few possibilities that to me are very interesting and that I want to suggest, propose to you guys. And if you hear something you like, you can either comment below this video, or you can go to my Twitter. Like I say, by the time this is uploaded, I'll have a poll up for which of these following teams or following challenges, let's call them, you want me to do. First up is AA Gent, or Gent, as you might say in England. They are a top 6 team in Belgium, pretty much. They came from pretty far, finance-wise, but they've been slowly but steadily improving over the last 10 odd years. And they had a bit of a crisis around the time the new stadium was finished, I think 1 or 2 years ago. But they've picked themselves up this year, and that's probably not least thanks to the new manager, Han van Azenbroek. So they do have a good year. That they are having a good year this season. But I'd like to see if I can do at least as well as the new manager and get AA Gent what they've wanted for so long, because they've wanted to be Belgian champions. That was the goal. A while back, one of the people at the club, I think the chairman, said something of that, to that effect. Within 5 years we want to be champions. So I want to give them that Belgian title and a successful European Cup run. And it's an interesting team. They have some young and exciting players, but they have a tight budget and not much of a youth academy. So I'm thinking, that's a club where I can make an impact. And it's not a top club yet, especially not in Europe. And I think, for example, Benito Raman, he's one of the young players that I'm really excited about showing you guys as well, because there's some great talents in the Belgian league, and I think that's one of the reasons why I want to try a Belgian club as well, just to show you guys, to showcase the Belgian league, I suppose. So the second possibility is another Belgian club, which is Anderlecht, or Anderlecht, as you might say. So RSC Anderlecht once was a force to be reckoned with in Europe, but nowadays it's like all other Belgian teams, a contender for third place at best in most Champions League groups. This year their performances in Europe have been remarkably decent, but they haven't really gotten the results. They've played quite well, but they haven't really gotten the results, and I think that goes to show the lack of maturity in these Belgian clubs, which are mostly pools of young talent, young Belgian talent, who just don't quite have the maturity to play with the big boys yet. But like I say, just lots of exciting youngsters at Anderlecht. We've got Yuri Tielemans, Dennis Praat, Alexander Mitrovic. I'm not really a big fan of him in real life because he seems like a slacker. He doesn't really live for his sport. He's heavy. He's not concentrated. He's not focused on the game. He's not willing to work. That's how he comes across. But yeah, he's still a young lad, and I think it'll be interesting to see how well I do with that Anderlecht side. A few other possibilities are Fiorentina in Italy, to try and return some of its former glory, from the days of Batistuta and Rui Costa. Or also in Italy, Milan, AC Milan. They've been struggling a bit the past few years. The experienced old players, the old Milan has gone really, and now there's a new order, and they still need some time to adjust, I think. And I want to try and get them back to being the absolute top team in Italy. I think it'll be an interesting challenge, so that's a possibility. And then lastly, if you guys would like that, I might do a lower league club thing where I take a Belgian or an English lower league club and try and get them to the top flight and get them into Europe and getting some trophies. So that might be a possibility as well. Lastly, there might be something possible with a Premier League club, but I don't think I want to be doing that. A lot of people are already doing that, and I want to be doing something fresh, or fairly fresh. And I think just with the big changes in FM15, I think it's good for me to start with teams that I know really well. I know the Premier League clubs fairly well, but it's still different from the Belgian clubs. I think the Belgian clubs are still a bit more familiar to me, and so I think that would be the best thing for me to do. So yeah, my preference is Ghent or Anderlecht. Perhaps if you guys think I should do a different Belgian club, you can suggest that in the comments or on Twitter as well. I will be taking those suggestions into account. So yeah, that's pretty much it. I'm gonna say it one more time. Go on Twitter. I'll probably put a link in the description as well to the poll that I will have put up before this video is uploaded, for you guys to vote on those different scenarios, and then I'll give you guys a few days or so, and then we'll get cracking. Yeah, thanks for listening to me. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.